5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
May the odds ever be in your favor.
Yes, yes. Okay, so since we have 8 competitors today, we are going to have a lot of screens, but we're going to be jumping into each individual screen.
I know what the X is. The X is if you win. I think that's what he's doing.
Ah, okay. Wow, incredible. Yeah, so he's scored on that level, 574, so it looks like he might have a few incorrect, or he needs to actually replace the, maybe replace the value there. Oh, no, looks like he's going to get those too. Very cool. I'm excited to hear his strategy here. And again, for those watching, the top 4 players of this round are going to move on. We're just over halfway through, and with just about 14 minutes left, our top 4 players will move on to the semifinals here. And a lot of things can change, and definitely in the last 14 minutes, in the last 2 or 3 minutes, things can definitely change. So it's not over yet by any means, but John is definitely out to a big lead here. Let's see what we got going on over here. Let's move over to Anton. Countdown. We'll have to see if anyone's posting any scores here in the last 10 seconds. The screen is flashing red. We can move over to John and take a look and see what his screen looks like. Came in just under. And that's a wrap for round 1. We have our leader here, John. Again, the top 4 will be moving on. So we have John, Patrick, Evan, and Morgan all moving on. Congratulations, guys. We'll cut over to the... All right, so now again, this is a 30-minute battle here where our 4 players now, our top 4 players have moved on, and they will be competing, and the top 2 will move on to the next round. So we're competing for points here, and this particular case does have 5 different levels, just like we saw in the last one. And these levels are a different challenge here. It's going to be a different, I would say, set of skills, like Lawrence alluded to. Different set of here to figure out where the winner would be. It's definitely possible. It's like you just said, Lawrence. It's a lot of throws. You're not going to win the game in the first few throws.
You want to do a split screen? See where we're at?
Yeah, let's see where we're at. See who's. We're gonna get any ram between here. Yeah. Oh, Morgan's got one answer in. Not sure it's correct. He hasn't put any points on the board for that.
Oh, I see what he's testing and then he's checking his score on the board. Which one of these is gonna get me the point?
I'm trying to see. Oh man. Just trying to get one score.
Oh man.
Probably
down in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Can anyone get a score? Trying to figure out probably which one of those might have an early winner, because again we're trying to find the throw.
Oh, Morgan's got it. Morgan Carr. Morgan Carr is the Excel czar. Morgan Carr, a superstar.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
For darts.
Wow. What an incredible turn of events in the last 11 seconds.
Amazing.
Morgan Carr comes all the way back from that was a 200-point deficit.
Got the confetti. Look at this. Morgan, how do you feel?
It was definitely a Hail Mary at the end. I realized when I went, I mean, there's definitely better ways to do it. When I was doing the replaces for the first time I went and did it, I didn't have that exact check. So like if I put S1, it also replaced like S10.
Welcome to the Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge. We're live here in Tucson, Arizona at the University of Arizona to watch the best Excel users in the world at the college level.
That's right. Collegiate Excel users here, Tucson.
Compete today for cash prizes, ton of bragging rights, and we're going to witness 3 rounds of competition, both team and individual events. My name is John Akampora. I'm here with my co-host, Oz Du Soleil.
Yep.
Oz, how you feeling about this today?
I am so fired up, like Excel on fire. And we've got teams from all around the world. We got a team from Madagascar that traveled 3 days to get here.
Unbelievable. That's right. We started this competition with over 2,800 players from 98 different countries. And we're now down to just 4 teams and 8 individuals that we're going to watch compete today. And if you haven't seen this before, you're going to have a lot of fun. Even if you're not an Excel user, or you're not an Excel master, we're going to look at some very fun competition cases that are designed all around games.
That's right.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep. And we're going to help you understand some of it. We're not going to get deep in the weeds about what is a sum product function. We'll give you enough, but the action is what's most important.
That's right. Yep. And so if you're joining us on YouTube live, make sure to leave a comment down there and root for your team. We have a live audience here in this esports arena as well, and they've created banners and all kinds of fun stuff to root on their colleges and their hometowns. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Now, before we get started, we're going to take a quick break and watch a keynote presentation from the head of Microsoft, the head of product at Microsoft on the Excel team, Tamar Sakai. Sorry, Tamar. We're going to jump over to Tamar's keynote presentation right now.
My name is Tamar Tzuya, and I'm the co-head of product for Excel at Microsoft. We're thrilled to see you at the finals of the Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge. The Excel Collegiate Challenge brings together students like you from all around the world to learn more about problem solving in Excel. Put your knowledge and skills to the test and share your passion with others. That you're here today, each and every one of you have shown that you got what it takes to win the grand prize. How you use Excel to solve complex problems under time pressure and making it look so easy? You're an inspiration to us all. Today, we live in a world defined by data. The ability to understand data and get insights from data is one of the most critical skills that will help you succeed as you start your career journey. Excel is one of the world's most widely used data analytic platforms, and your ability to apply your amazing Excel skills and solve real-world problems give you a strong competitive advantage in all your future endeavors. Thank you for being so amazing at what you do every day with Excel and inspiring others to do the same. Good luck.
All right, we're back. So thank you, Tamar, for that keynote. We're going to get started with our team finals today. So we have 4 teams competing today. You can see their team names here on the screen, and they each represent different colleges. We have Team Kajay from Madagascar. Right. As Oz mentioned, they traveled 3 days to get here, which is amazing. We have the Plain Janes representing Ohio State University. And we have Team NA here from their hometown right here at the University of Arizona.
The home team.
Yeah, that's the home team. That's right. And then we have UT Dallas from the University of Texas.
No clever name, just UT Dallas. All right.
That's right.
That's bold.
We're ready to get started. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and present the case. Before we do that, we do want to hear from our teams. Team KJ, can you let us know how you're feeling? Are you guys excited for this challenge?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We're good.
We're super excited, but we're also super stressed. We've prepared like a month or much more for this, but yeah, we're gonna try to give our best.
All right.
Yeah.
Press. Just do it. Just do what you did, because you all currently, because we had challenges up to this point, these are the finals, and right now Team KG has twice as many points as the team in second place.
We're just trying to have fun.
Oh, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All
Let's
right.
also hear from our hometown team of the University of Arizona, Team NA Air, as I like to call it.
Yeah,
We have some former competitors here too. How are you guys feeling? You have
We're
your
feeling
live
good.
audience here,
Feeling good.
Hear us?
rooting you on with signs and everything.
Everything.
Yeah, tons of support.
Yes. Yes. Use it. Use that energy. Good luck to you. Okay, Plain
Thank
James
you.
in Ohio. What's happening with you?
Yeah, it's all of our first times here. We've never done anything like this before. Kind of just signed up because we were curious, but now that we've made it all the way here, we're going to give it our best effort.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Signed up because they were curious and made it to the finals.
And here we go.
Unbelievable.
That's right.
And Team UT Dallas, also some relatively new competitors to the Excel scene. How are you guys feeling?
UT Dallas.
All right.
All right.
We are really excited for the finals, and let's see how it goes. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
So let's get to our first case of the day. We're going to watch a quick intro video that's going to explain the case and how the competitors will approach this.
Welcome to the Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge 2022. We are glad to present you Horse, a case for the finals of the competition, designed by David Brown, Associate Professor of Finance at the University of Arizona.
Hi, I'm Matt Lang.
I'm Jordan Maines, and we're from the University of Arizona basketball team.
Your challenge is to play the basketball game Horse. It involves 2 or more players. The first player gets to pick the spot on the floor to shoot and has to tell the other player how they want them to shoot it and where to shoot from.
When I make my shot, Matt has to attempt the exact same shot. If he misses it, he gets a letter, starts with H, and the control goes back to me, so I get the next attempt. If Matt makes a shot, I get control again and gotta take another shot. If I miss the initial shot, I don't get a letter, but now Matt gets to take the next shot. Whenever a player gets 5 letters, then they're eliminated from the game. Last player standing wins.
In this challenge, you'll be given a sequence of made and missed baskets. You have to solve 8 different levels of questions. There will be 3 bonus questions. The first 2 teams that get it right will be the ones that get the points. This is too much for any individual, so you have to work together to solve the challenge. Bear down and go Cats.
In the later levels, the game has 3 or 4 players. In these games, whenever a player misses a shot and gets a letter, the next player gets control and takes a new shot. When a player is eliminated with 5 letters, that player is skipped as the remaining players continue the game. While 8 levels is too much for an individual competitor, each team has 3 players that can work on different parts of the challenge. Split the work and plan your strategy wisely. You now have 1 minute to plan your team tactics. Good luck!
All right, so this first game is all about Horse, one of my favorite basketball games growing up. Did you play much Horse growing up, Oz?
No, I wrestled. I did not like basketball. I'm 5'4". But anyway, I understand Horse. I understand Excel. Yeah, so we'll have some fun.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun. And by the way, we are going to be watching the competitors' screens as they solve this case. So they're going to be working in Excel. We're going to get to watch their screens and see them actually write out formulas to solve this very complex case. They're going to have 30 minutes to solve this case. So it's going to be a pretty short time span. But fortunately, they have 3 team members. So they're going to have some strategy here on how they approach this.
And that's going to be interesting to see is how they collaborate and either break it up to work on different challenges or collaborate on one challenge at a time.
Yeah.
And then there's the bonuses as well.
Yes. And it will be an interesting strategy because these levels get harder. So as they progress through the case, it gets much, much more difficult. It starts from easy, as you'll see, all the way down to difficult. So if they do divide it up, it might be more challenging to work on the later levels. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see.
Well, it might not be fun because these things get hard. You might see some crying today. I don't know. But
I don't know. I hope not. They got a live audience rooting them on, so that should help them stay motivated to solve this thing. Because as we know with Excel, there can be some challenges with this level of spreadsheet solving.
That's right.
Yeah, so I think we're going to bring back our competitors and just see if they have any final questions here. And we'll just, you can see they're already starting to strategize about this. And we just want to make sure, does anyone have any final questions before we get started?
Any questions?
Yeah, yes. For example, player one has the control, and player two misses the shot. So at the end of the round, player three will take control, but not the one who lost, who did miss the shot, so doesn't get the control.
That's right. So it just goes in order. It never switches order. So if player one makes it, player two misses, player three takes the next shot.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I know about the control. You.
At that point, player three would have control.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And that the order never changes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Great question. Any other questions from any of our teams?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
If not, we are ready to get started.
Okay. And I will count it down in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. And there is the crowd and the signs. Check them out.
I love this. I love that they have a live audience here to help root them on. And you can see some of our esports competitors there. I see Lawrence Lau even there in the screen, kind of checking out what's going on.
Yep, Lawrence Lau, #1 in the world for financial modeling right now, right? Yep, and Darmit Early is even in the house.
And it's incredible that these are college students. I was talking to some of these students before the competition, and they're very young, and most have 1 or 2 years of experience with Excel at most.
At most, yeah.
So we'll jump in and see some of our competitors' screens and take a look at how they're all doing. So here's kind of a split of what's going on with everyone.
Right, you can see all 4 of the teams, and you have each of the 3 players' screen and a team camera that you can look at.
So let's jump over to Team NA, and maybe we'll jump into Brandon's screen and see what he's working on. He's from the University of Arizona, hometown here, and he's also competed before.
Yeah.
And so looks like the University of Arizona, Team NA, has split this up because we have Brandon working on level 3. Now, as you can see in the top left there, this is still considered an easy level. It looks like Brandon's writing some VLOOKUP formulas to try and to figure this one out, which is just show whether in a 2-player game, how many misses did the first player have, but in the first 20 turns. So as you can see on the left side here, we have basically a list in a row of the shots that are made and missed. So the basketballs are the makes and the X's are the misses. And he has to figure out how many misses did the first player have in the first 20 turns, 20 shots.
Yep. And look at that. So we got a VLOOKUP happening here. And see, for you index match people, VLOOKUP still has a place, but I'm not going to get into that. And so what is happening is it's being converted into zeros and ones.
Yep.
And the makes are the zeros. The ones are the X's.
The misses, that's right.
The misses.
We can see that both the KG and Plain Janes have 40 points on the board. So maybe we'll jump over to their screens, and it looks like they've started solving probably round 1 there.
Yeah. Let's see what's happening with Plain Jane.
There are also bonus questions here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's look at Roshni's screen. Okay, we got lots of activity here. Okay.
Plain Janes are now up to 100 points.
100
so
points.
They've scored through level 2. In the bottom right of your screen, you'll also see the levels that they've cleared. So they've cleared levels 1 and 2 with a score of 100 points.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular case has a total of 1,250 points. So that's 1,000 points and then another 250 bonus points as well.
In a maximum time of 30 minutes. So let's see if anybody gets all of the points in the 30 minutes. That would be interesting. But these challenges are difficult, and they were created by Associate Professor David Brown.
That's right.
Who put this event on, and this is one hell of an event.
Yes, it is. And I misspoke there. Sorry, Oz. There's actually 2,000 points available in this first team challenge. And again, that's actually, yeah. So there's, 250 bonus points available
and
1750.
Here is the basketball X10 substitution happening again, and the VLOOKUP. You know,
I like that VLOOKUP's become quite a common player here in this challenge. Interesting.
Yeah.
You'll also notice that you can see on the right side there the shortcuts. Okay, so we have a find and replace going on.
That's how I approached this. Was get rid of this basketball, and you know, yes, ones and zeros, they're easier for Excel to work with. Oh, look at that.
So you find and replace all.
Yes, you witnessed that here in real time. All right.
Oz, how do you even get those basketballs into a cell?
Well,
that one's an emoji.
Yeah. Well, you can hit the Windows and the period and have it pop up. And then you scroll through and look for your pretzel, your basketball, whatever, your rocket ship, your poop emoji even. But anyway, all right.
Probably the most popular in Excel.
Yes.
So
all right.
We have Plain Jane still off to a good lead here. First
KG,
2 levels scored.
200 points.
Okay.
Let's go look at
so
KG.
They've solved level 3 as well. And again, level 3 is still considered an easy level. So they've made pretty good progress here in the first five minutes or so.
Ooh.
So we can see.
Let's see. Let's look at Kieran's screen. See what's happening. Okay. Let's see.
It looks like they've also kind of gone with the divide and conquer strategy. He's down on level 6. Kind of probably reviewing it.
Okay. Yeah. Now that's a good way to do that.
Yeah.
And they have completed levels 1 and 3.
That's right. Yeah, with the total of 8 levels. So level 6 is considered very hard, which it is. We both had a chance to solve this case prior to the event, and it's a very hard one. It introduces 3 players, and it makes it much more challenging.
Much more.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So let's see. 220 points for KG. Let's look at UT Dallas. How are they doing? They haven't scored yet. But with these challenges, you know, you can go from 0 to bam.
It's very true.
A whole lot of points all at once. We've seen that over and over again. So they might get everything all set up.
That's right.
And then pounce.
Yeah, and for our viewers that are wondering, they do put their scores in a separate sheet. So they could still have some points on the board, but just not have essentially turned them in or submitted their work yet to where we're seeing those because maybe they want to double check them, make sure they're correct and things like that.
Yes.
So,
and what's happening with Pranjal's screen? Let's check that out.
Looks like they are trying to. So
okay.
Looks like level 4 here. So they're also kind of trying to divide this one up.
Yes.
Figure out maybe some manual calculations here.
Okay. So let's
and level 4 is actually pretty challenging too, because you have to figure out who is getting a letter here, or essentially who is missing after another player makes the shot. So that becomes challenging because not every time is there a miss or is there a letter, because the second player can make the shot, which is just a tie, and it results in no letter scored. So you have to have some logic to also figure out if it's a tie or if there's actually a letter scored in the game of horse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So already level 4, although it's considered a moderate level out of the 8, it's by no means easy.
Right. And we got no levels cleared yet.
So
no
we got
score.
Yeah, Team Kaji again and with 280 points. So maybe we can jump back over to them and just see how they're doing. They might have scored some bonus points here.
Let's see. Let's check out Knee's screen. Yes, we got some activity over there. And Knee is on. Okay, so which level? Okay, level 6 on the very hard level.
After the very hard level. And this is our team from Madagascar. Again, a team, all these teams are very young with not many years under their belt in terms of Excel experience. So it's absolutely incredible, in my opinion, that they are using these functions. And also you'll notice that this team is using the French version of Excel.
Right.
So if you're not familiar with some of those function names, they're using the French version of Excel. So that's why they're not using a different formula library or anything like that. The function names just are in French.
Exactly. So let's see what's happening. Can we get
using the new
idea?
sequence function?
Yeah.
He's got a spilled range here. That's the blue border around that range. Oh, and his error messages are in French too.
All right. So this is level 6.
Yeah,
Okay,
so they've completed the first 3 levels and partially level 4. They have a partial completion on level 4. So that's why they have 280 points. Level 4 is worth 200 points total.
Yeah. With 20.5 minutes left. We're only 10.5 minutes in.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
let's see what the Plain Janes are up to and kind of how they're dividing this one up.
Yes. And if you want to try this out, you can download the case while we're in the live stream. Go to fmwc.com.
That's right.
Yep.
So we are looking at the world's best today, but if you feel like you can do this, you can absolutely sign up for this and take these challenges on as a team or an individual. After this team challenge, we're going to be getting over to our individual challenges as well. And we should have mentioned that this is the team's final. So out of these 4 teams, we are going to be crowning a winner today here for the best team in the competition.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you can see in the team camera, okay, they're looking very serious there. Okay, let's check out Manny's screen. See what's going on with the Plain Janes and Manny with their 260 points that have them in second place. Okay, Manny's working on level 4. They've got levels 1, 2, and 3 clear. Okay.
Looks to be just kind of manually figuring it out, which might not be a bad strategy. Of course, we have time, so we just have 19 minutes left. So, but with 3 players able to tackle each of these levels, you can spend quite a bit of time on an individual level. There's 8 levels total with 3 bonus questions. So you really kind of got to divide that up. Maybe have one player do the first 3 levels because they're easy, and then have the other players work on some tougher levels. That might be a strategy.
Yes.
We'll have to figure out what they've done there. And again, Plain Janes are represented from the Ohio State University.
Look at the when you have the palm open and the head's going side to side. What is going on here? Something is happening there between the 3 of them. All right, and this is unusual too because usually these are individual competitions, but these team competitions are pretty neat to see.
It is. It adds a layer of complexity, in my opinion, because you have to communicate really well with your teammates to understand what's going on. And especially as you get into some of these more challenging levels, if one player is tackling one of these or taking one of these on, you might want to communicate and say, this is what we have to do to get to this level. Because a lot of these cases build on each other.
Yeah.
So you might be using your formulas from a case above down to a case below, and they might want to share that somehow.
Yeah. All right.
So Kaji is now at 340.
340. Let's see what they have going on. And UT Dallas not on the board yet.
Not on the board
Not
yet.
even cleared the first level yet. So this might be a strategy. Okay, so here's Team KG.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So 3 levels cleared. Half of level 4. 340 points has them in first place so far. Okay, got an if statement happening. Okay. See.
Yeah, and one interesting thing here too is the keyboard shortcuts that they're using. You can see on the right side of the screen there. For players that are this young and relatively inexperienced, it's pretty incredible that they're also able to navigate Excel this quickly. You'll see them just flying around the spreadsheet. And to have those navigation skills is so important when you're doing any type of work in Excel. And to see them at this level already is really incredible.
It is. And geez, and we're all the way out to column JW.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
we're out in the rural area of town, right? Okay. So we're still at the 340 points. See how the team is doing. They're
Yeah,
all focused in.
He's on level 5. So what we're looking at here is, of course, again, all the makes and misses, and this is a 2-player game. And so we have to figure out how many shots until the game is over. So when one player spells horse, that's what they're trying to figure out, how many shots it takes based on this entire sequence of shots, of 200 shots. You'll see 200 columns there across the screen. Out of all those shot sequences, how many shots until one player wins? And so we have 2 players, so therefore you have to account for each player and the fact that they're accumulating letters throughout the game here. So it doesn't go to 200. Even though we have 200 shots, it's going to end maybe well before that those 200 shots. And that's what they have to figure out.
Yes.
With a formula.
And UT Dallas is finally on the board with 88 points, and they just moved into 3rd place. Now, hashtag NA is in last place now, is 72. 248. See, there is that snake in the grass move. It's just laying there, and then fangs in your ankle. Okay, let's see.
And we got the Plain Janes up at on the top of the leaderboard now with 450.
Let's look at the Plain Janes.
Yeah, we have
450 points.
Raji scored halfway through level 4.
And less than half of the time left. We are under 15 minutes. Oh, and there's a communication right there with the red hoodie and the gray sweatshirt. Yes, they're working it out. Team, right?
All with their Ohio State hoodies on. And I love to see the communication. So important, I think, in this team challenge.
Yes. Well, how's Roshni doing? Let's see Roshni. Okay, and Roshni is there. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, he said
Yeah, they've scored partially through level 4. It looks like 3/4 of the way through level 4. So getting some points on the board there, and then probably working down into level 5.
All right. So yes, level 5, and they're talking, and they look kind of calm. They aren't looking desperate, like they're not sweating. Okay, let's see. Okay, fine.
Still doing
plays happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Look for a 010 series.
Yeah, it does. It can make your if statements a little bit easier to read and, of course, accumulate numbers here versus the emojis and the text.
Yes.
But it looks like just trying to spot check some of these answers to make sure they have them correct, which is very smart. And as you'll see at the top there, they do have an example with a correct answer. So they can kind of use that to gut check their formulas. But that first example might not have all the scenarios that play out through the other levels down, or the other rows down below. So even though they have that example, maybe their example formula ties out, it doesn't necessarily mean that formula is going to work all the way down.
Right.
So sometimes you might think, oh, I got the formula, I can just copy and paste it down. But that's not always the case. There's a lot of variables here.
Not. All right. So let's see. So they've got 3 levels cleared, the first 3 and part of level 4. Wow. There's 12.5 minutes left.
And this is what we consider more of an esports type case, where we're looking at, in this case, a basketball game and scores in a basketball game. A lot of these competitors are familiar with more financial modeling type cases as well, where you might be doing an NPV or some of those types of calculations, rate of return, things like that. So this can be a little bit different skill set that's required in Excel, different formulas, different logic you're seeing here, a lot of if statements and if formulas, lookups, and things like that. With this sequence of values.
And and I like the esports format because with the financial modeling, you do need more of a background, like what is an NPV? What is an NPV?
Net present value.
Hot dog. There you go. Woo! Yes.
Excel trivia.
But there's basketball games, and there's been roulette before. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's Lawrence Lau right at the bottom of the screen. There is #1 in the world right now. Okay, and then there's Associate Professor David Brown there with the gray and the black stripe on his back. Okay,
rooting on their team.
That's right.
Their
and
home
then
team there.
there in the foreground. On the right, on the left, we have the team from Madagascar.
What do you think? Is this distracting at all for our players there? Our players are in between in the mix of all this.
Yeah, that's new as well.
Headsets off. Yeah, they're just into it.
There's someone waving. Okay, so let's look at the scores.
Yeah, let's see if our players have scored. And they're, looks like we had Team Kaji there in the foreground. They're also communicating with each other.
Yes.
So they're in second place right now. We have UT Dallas in third, and our home team here with the NA Airs trailing right now. But like we've seen, you never know.
Never know. Yeah. Never know.
10 minutes left. You absolutely never know.
Have they been wrapped in an if NA function? Woo! That'd be. Oh man, they got to guard against that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at UT Dallas and see what's what over there. Okay. And let's see what Pranjal is up to. Right. Playing
So
James.
they've scored level 1 and level 3 and partial on, partial level 2. And looks like they're currently working, at least on this screen, on Pranjal's screen, on level 5.
Mm-hmm.
That one seems to be tripping everyone up. And that is definitely a complex case.
And look at how low the overall scores are with so little time left. Maybe it's a trap to go too far ahead.
Yeah.
And maybe go for some bonus points.
Yeah, that's a great point. Bonus points. There are 3 different questions for bonus points that they can get, and they have to score those first. So not everyone's eligible for bonus points. First 2 teams to score the bonus points get those. So that can be the tiebreaker, essentially, if it comes down to that. With 9 minutes to go, it'll be interesting to see what it does come down to. Because, yeah, the levels 7 and 8 here, the last levels, are extremely difficult, and I don't see anyone tackling those just yet. But they're also worth more points. So those levels, are worth 300 and 450 points, respectively. So that can really bump up your score.
Right. Okay, look at this. UT Dallas looks like they're sneaking up on Team KG.
Yeah, they are. Looks like he's moving his formula out here, 200 columns. Now, another issue here with the spreadsheet this wide is knowing how to move over 200 columns in an efficient way. Because if you're using the mouse, that can take you quite a bit of time. Formulas.
And I found with a lot of these, organization can be an issue. Because if you had just, say, 5 columns and 5 rows, you could kind of make some notes off to one side or underneath and tinker around. But now you have all of this to work with.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's somebody working on these
I saw
second sheet.
He looked like he was taking a look at the bonus questions. He looks like he was maybe oh no, he's back down on level 3. Well, actually, the bonus questions include level 3, so it looks like he might be trying to tackle at least one of the bonus questions.
Yeah, move this stuff over where you got some room.
So bonus question number 1 for our audience is how many shots were made versus missed across all the shots in the data. So what he's doing right now is copying all of these shot tables onto another sheet, and he's just going to count up makes versus misses and the difference between those to score a quick 50 points, which is a smart strategy because that's a relatively quick score they can get on the board to add another 50 points. But Plain Janes are still out in the lead with 486 points.
And less than 7 minutes left.
Yeah. So time is now ticking down.
Wow.
So let's go over and look at the Plain Janes and see where they're at. We can figure out what their most advanced level is here.
Plain Janes out of Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay, how's Austin? Let's check out Austin's screen. Okay. So they've got the first three levels cleared and part of 4 and 5.
Yeah.
They're 486 points.
And again, we're seeing a lot of communication with them, which I think is definitely playing into their strategy here.
Yes. Okay. Okay. The pointing. Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
They're still in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's flip over to one of our other Plain Janes and see where the action is.
Yes.
Looks like they have completed level 3 there, which we're looking at. So now we're looking at level 5 here.
Here's Manny's screen. Okay. Looks like some substitution happened. We've got some L's in here.
And
One,
again,
zero.
yeah, this level, he's going through it manually, just trying to figure out where the loss happens. Because essentially, again, we have 2 players. So that's 5 shots that they have to have taken, and what shot that happens on. That's what we're looking for here.
Yep. And Plain Jane might break the 500 points mark.
Yeah.
In his last 5 minutes.
They're inching towards it.
See. Okay. No formulas happening. Okay, so let's see what happens. 53. Okay,
Yep,
right.
Okay.
510.
So kind of the manual route is working here for them.
If that's what you got, that's what you got.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
And UT Dallas might be sneaking up on KG.
And I think the only drawback to this strategy is if one of the other teams comes up with the formula to solve this, obviously they can score all the points very quickly.
Right.
Once they have that formula, it's just a copy down, and you can score all the points at the level.
Right.
So
yeah, that's a big if at this point.
Yeah.
Right. With 4 minutes, 15 seconds left, Plain Jane's in first place with 510 points. Hashtag NA.
I think this is something that all Excel users can relate to, because we've all had that deadline that's an hour from now. The meeting's coming up. Right. The boss needs it done. Yeah. And it's like, do I go figure out the formula, or do I just manually hack this thing to get it done?
Yeah.
So I can go home on time. Right. So,
and not get fussed at.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So we've all experienced this.
And the team from Arizona, we're looking at them now.
Yeah. We have Brandon in the middle there talking with his teammates. Looks like he's got a smile on his face, which is good.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and there's the okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. Point, the double point, right? Okay.
We got to get these players mic'd up.
No, that's singing. That's what they do. No. This wasn't a boy band competition. Okay, look, okay.
So let's take a look at Brandon's screen for just a second here, see how our hometown team is doing. They're eyeing level 7. Not sure if they've started working on it yet. They do have partial points in levels 3 and 4, so they have started working there. Not sure if they're taking more of the manual approach or not. With 3 minutes to go, they got a long road ahead of them. Plain Janes is still out in front with 534 points. A team from Ohio State, and then we have Kaji from Madagascar. Traveled all the way from Madagascar here. Looks like they're currently in second place, but let's jump over to them with just over 2 minutes to go to see how they're doing, if they might score some points here in the final 2 minutes. Got the headsets off, just focused.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like maybe they do have points halfway through level 4. So if they could get some of those points, and I'm not sure if they scored the bonus points.
Oh,
I think they might have scored.
There's a bonus 1.
Oh, there we go. They did get. Thank you. They did get bonus 1. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's on the right side of your screen there, above the player's screen. You'll see their bonus points. Right. So that was worth 50 points.
Yeah, and we're looking at Knee's screen. Okay. And Plain
2 minutes.
Plain Janes are just slowly compiling points.
Yeah. So their strategy is paying off right now. If Kaji can figure out one of these formulas on these levels, they could score pretty quickly, because level 4 is worth 200 points and level 5 is worth 240. So it looks like they're partially through level 4. So that might still not get them enough points if they complete level 4.
Let's see, 1.5 minutes left.
They have 200 potential bonus points as well. So yeah, just less than 90 seconds to go. The pressure is on for our young competitors here.
Collegiate Championship. You are looking at the team finals. That's right.
So we got an XLOOKUP formula, new formula in Excel. If you haven't heard of XLOOKUP yet, that's a new formula to replace VLOOKUP and index match, and it's a popular one.
It is. You got to know XLOOKUP.
Yeah.
All right. Less than 1 minute.
Looks like they're trying to score some bonus points.
Okay. Team KG. Okay. Oh, can you do it?
Did they change their answer?
Are they trying to random number? Just pop stuff in?
Seconds.
Let's see. Okay.
Could be.
See.
With just 30 seconds to go.
Okay, Team NA has broken the 200-point mark. Okay. Are the Plain Janes going to be able to hang on with their 546 points? Check this out.
Yeah. See what's happening here.
Let's look at Plain Janes.
Yeah. Just 10 seconds to go. Will we have any points scored at the buzzer here?
Let's see.
Looks like Kaji is working furiously.
Let's see Manny's screen and Plain Janes.
Oh, that is game.
That's game. Woo.
Win $6,000. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Okay,
but not a bad day for a college student.
That's right. Right. For college students and college students who did not expect to be here.
Yeah, just no expectations, and they just take home $6,000. No big deal.
Thrown into it.
Yeah.
Thrown into it.
so cool to watch, and for them to have their family supporting them and hopefully their school as well. It's just incredible to see at this level.
That's right.
These kids.
Just beautiful.
Using Excel. So we're going
All
to
the
take,
teams.
we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to be back with our individuals competition. We're going to run 2 rounds of competitions and also crown a winner in our individual competition. So we're going to see 2 more cases similar to this. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be back.
Come on back.
Alvarez and Marcel, leadership, action, results. In 1983, Tony Alvarez and Brian Marcel joined forces to create A&M. They believe that operational excellence is the heartbeat of growth for every company. Now, at over 5,000 professionals globally, we still believe that. Our founding principles of leadership, action, and results are the core of A&M. A&M's leadership is about a bias towards action and the willingness to tell clients what is needed. Our restructuring heritage allows us to act decisively. We protect, transform, and reinvent companies across their life cycle. Clients select us for our ability to create and deliver practical solutions to their problems. We don't leave binders, we leave results. Our leaders have strong sector and functional experience. We bring objectivity and independence to our clients. Combined with our operational expertise, we provide a clear competitive edge in the global marketplace. Alvarez and Marcel continues to grow and evolve, but our commitment to our core values is the same. We move our clients forward. Contact us to learn how we can help you. Alvarez and Marcel. Leadership. Action. Results.
My son Romeo has sought counsel with some strategic advisors. They suggest that we marry our fortunes with the Capulets. Blasphemy!
Well, fear not. These advisors manage one of the largest mergers in history, creating billions in value.
Plus, they have experts in global trade.
This merger shall be a boon for our spice business.
Set a course for growth.
Here!
Here! Friars, send word at once.
Yes, my lord.
All right, we are back at the Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge. Now, if you were just joining us, we just witnessed the team challenge and we saw the winners from Ohio State take on that. And we're now going to transition over to the individual competition. We're going to have 2 rounds of competition. We have 8 players left here today, and we're going to see all 8 of those players in the first round, and then we'll take the top 4.
The top 4.
And move on to the finals. And then we'll crown a winner. And we failed to mention the first time, there's some prize money here.
Yes.
And the stakes get even higher here in the individual competition. Our winner is going to take home $10,000 today.
10,000
as a and we also have second place prize of 5,000. It goes on down, and our top 5 will take home cash prizes today. So the stakes are high.
I'm concerned now. So somebody wins $10,000, they go buy a boat and never go back to class, and then
It could happen.
It
But
could
hopefully
happen.
not.
Hopefully not.
Maybe they'll
No.
buy, a faster computer, upgrade Excel, do some stuff like that.
Yes, constructive.
Something constructive.
Yes.
With their winnings. Obviously,
That's right.
these are smart kids. So
Yes, that's true. That's true.
they're going to figure it out. So we're going to get into our next round in just a few minutes here. And that's going to be another fun battle. We're going to watch a video on that one as well. We'll also talk to our players again and introduce our players for the individual competition, because with the individual competition, they don't have teammates here. So it's all on themselves to tackle these challenges
by themselves,
which might be easier, might be more difficult.
It depends on who you are, right? If you're a basketball player who likes a team, or if you're a wrestler or a gymnast who prefers being alone, personality style.
It definitely depends on personality. And that's the nice part about these events, is that we have both of those options for them. So those that excel more in the team environment, they can join as a team and take it on as a team. And then the individuals can do that too. So pick your preference, get involved. Again, you can sign up at fmworldcup.com.
That's right. And you said get involved, like James Brown. Get on up, get into it, get involved. Wait. Right.
That's it. That's it. If you're not fired up to get involved in this now, I don't know what's going to fire you up. So head on over to fmworldcup.com and sign up, download the cases, take these on as a challenge. Personally, I just love solving these cases. They're a lot of fun. I haven't competed yet, although I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, they're challenging. But see, you mentioned, like, if somebody's not fired up, there's probably a defibrillator out in the hallway. You go, boom, and wake them up. See, what's wrong? But
shock them back.
Yeah, these challenges, they are fun. They're interesting. They are very challenging, and I appreciate it because they show you so much more of what Excel can be.
Yes, that's very true. It opens you up to this type of logic for solving these cases is much different than your everyday financial report and things you might think of using Excel for. However, Excel is so broadly used, it has so many use cases. That I think that these are also maybe a little more relatable to a lot of Excel users as well. Using this logic, as we saw there, a lot of these cases kind of have that horizontal layout where you have to work across rows or columns essentially within a row to figure out some of these challenges. So
and you just got me thinking about how I had a friend who was a leader of a Girl Scout troop, and she tracked their badges in Excel.
Okay.
So it's not always finance and inventory.
Yeah, that's right. And it's fun to, there's so many uses for Excel.
So many.
Especially this time of year around the holidays, everyone's using it for addresses and party invites and all that kind of stuff.
Party invite, and also there was one challenge a few years ago. Somebody posted. He said he and his 2 other siblings, they would go in on gifts. And now after all of the gifts were purchased, so like you bought some ostrich skin pants for dad, and I said, okay, I'm adding $1 to this $200 pants because I think they're ridiculous. But at the end of Christmas and all of the gifts have been purchased, who owes who how much?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
Now my dad knows, if he's watching, that I'm getting him ostrich pants for Christmas, though. So thanks for that one. Yeah. Sorry,
Me
Dad.
and my big mouth. But
you're gonna love him. Oz helped pick him out.
Right. That's what we're doing here in Tucson, Arizona.
In southern Arizona, that's right.
The home of the Grand Canyon, everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful state and a beautiful campus here at the University of Arizona. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
Unbelievable campus. 40,000 students here. It's like a small city within the nice town of Tucson. So give it a visit sometime. Hopefully we'll be back for another one of these in the future. And if you're watching this and you are a college student that wants to compete, again, get signed up for this. It's a lot of fun, and you'll also learn a lot as well.
Yes. Because and even if a lot of these aren't things you do every day, you still need those basic things, like an if statement.
Yeah.
We didn't see some weird, obscure, made the basket shot function. No, we had it put together actual Excel features for this creative way.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
And not only functions, but also navigation. As we saw, our players are flying across these spreadsheets. And that's not something that's easy to learn. It takes time to kind of develop that muscle memory with keyboard shortcuts.
Yeah, and there's also said something about style. It takes a while for each Excel user to develop their own style, because some people might prefer to work on a whole separate sheet, work on the same sheet, work on a little piece of a challenge, and then roll the solution out to the rest. So many different ways of working.
Yeah, I've looked at Excel as a blank canvas, like as an artist probably would an actual blank canvas, right? And there's so many different ways to solve a problem with it, to design it like you're saying. Maybe you want columns or headers or rows across the top or whatever it is. So there's all different ways to solve these. And with these cases, as we saw in the first one, it's a lot of horizontal format, a lot of horizontal scrolling back and forth. But you can take that and make it vertical. And
you can transpose.
Yeah.
Transpose function, transpose feature, take it into Power Query and transpose it. So many different things you can do. And we didn't see any Power Query this time around.
No, we didn't. Or any VBA. Maybe we'll see it in the next few rounds. VBA. Yeah. Although with these young guys, I don't know how much experience they have with VBA yet. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone gets into VBA. And for those watching that, wondering what VBA is, what we're talking about, that's Visual Basic for Applications. It's a programming language behind Excel that's been around a really long time. It helps you automate Excel. So it's one possible way to solve some of these challenges without writing these formulas, and really help you iterate through different scenarios. So we'll see if we see it used today. It'll be exciting to watch. And if you are just joining us or waiting, we're hanging out. We're just getting all of our individual competitors ready. You can see them here. They're getting in their seats, getting their Excel files loaded up and getting ready to go here.
And we see right now they're in the middle of the screen. They're walking with the jeans on. That is David Brown, the host of a lot of this. And then there's Lawrence Lyle there in the short sleeve gray t-shirt. They're congratulating, wishing good luck to a competitor. And then if you can see sitting down a little over to the left of the screen. Look at this. Look at this. Lawrence Lyle. ESPN said, what was that? Excel is okay. But I was going to point out that in the red shirt, Excel is super. PowerPoint is not. What is this? See, look at Lawrence Lyle. So it's like, what are you doing, man?
Oh, I love
We're
it.
trying to have a wholesome show, and he's trash talking.
On
What is
PowerPoint
this?
of all things.
Yeah, that's right. Next, he's going to paint his body some orange color, and then see, we did.
Poor PowerPoint, you know.
Security, please. Get the man in the gray shirt, please. Security. Right. But I've been trying to point out Yitzhak in the red shirt sitting. He's kind of in the middle. To the left. Yitzhak, he came here from Singapore.
Wow.
All the way.
Not a short journey either.
Nope. It's not a short journey.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's right. All right. And Michael Jarman. Jarman's Army. Jarman's Army. Oh, Michigan fans. Oh, no. See? Security. Another person needs to be evacuated. Michigan. Now, see, this is no.
That's
security, please.
Security.
And see, and he said, you
like
are
that.
exactly. No, that's nice. That's nice. See, this, see, you go, man, Michigan. Michigan. Oh, I see what's happening.
That was Ohio
That was
State.
an Ohio person
Talking trash
with
on
Michigan. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
we'll keep
Take back. Security, belay my last. Belay my last. All right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Michael Jarman in his wild $500 colorful shirt with all the, what is that, confetti all over his shirt?
Got some bling. That's
Yes,
for sure.
he does. And evidently too much money to be wearing a shirt like that. Yeah. Oh, man.
Hey, when you win some of these events,
Yeah.
you know,
Hey.
$10,000, you can buy yourself a nice shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you choose.
If you choose, Danny. he chose, right? And then we got the mellow people, you know,
Just waiting, anticipating these final 2 rounds. Yeah. It's gonna be exciting. I see Patrick there in the foreground. He's from McGill University in Canada, so representing from Canada, Singapore, the U.S.
Yep.
Colleges all over the world here in our final 8 today.
And right now, Patrick from McGill University, he is so far in first place. He scored 1,310 points.
That's right, yeah.
And Yitzhak Lee out of Singapore, he scored 1,220 points so far.
Okay, yeah. So close battles this morning. Those events took place this morning. They were not broadcast, but they did do 2 rounds of challenges this morning to get down to the final 8.
Yes.
So again, like we said at the beginning of the broadcast, we started with over 2,800 players from 98 countries around the world, and we're now down to our final 8.
Final 8.
Yeah, and we also have Morgan Carr in this battle.
Yeah, and look at that. There's Mr. Pelisak.
Ah, yes, Joseph Palisak.
Yes, 2 world championship belts for the financial world modeling competition, 2 years in a row.
Unbelievable.
Pelisak.
There's the man right there.
I call him the eel because yeah, we got
right,
the
there we go.
for Arizona.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
All right. Thank you. Yes, because Pelisak, I call him the eel. Why? Because he almost lost in the finals last month.
Yeah.
Right. I think it was the last 22nd, and that was who was that? That was Brittany.
Yes, that's
Brittany.
right.
She was ahead. She fell back. She got some points, and so I call him the eel because she almost had it.
Yeah, she did.
And he wiggled away.
But just barely. Oh, that was unbelievable.
It was.
And if you haven't seen that event, it is up on the FMWC YouTube channel. You can go watch the replay later. It was incredible.
And right
now,
now,
the last 20 seconds.
And right now, in the center of your screen, walking off to the left, that is the founder of FMWC. That was Andrew. Yeah. What'd you say?
Okay. All right. So we're going to get started in just a few seconds here.
Yep. After we get a closer look at Michael Jarman's shirt.
There we go. All right. So here is all 8 of our competitors in the first round of the finals here today. So we have some players here that have been in this scenario before. I know Patrick was in the last event along with Morgan. Morgan took home the win there over Patrick just barely. So Morgan, how are you feeling today?
Made it through the morning.
All right.
And see if we can get it done this afternoon.
All right, sounds good. And Patrick, how about you? How are you feeling? Are you ready to take the win here today?
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully.
I'm excited, so let's see what it takes.
All right. Sounds good.
Michigan fans use Google Sheets. They're behind Andrew.
Now we also have Gavin. Gavin is from Ohio State. Gavin, I'm curious to know if your team gave you any tips there, because your team just won from Ohio State as well. You weren't involved in that, but they give you any insights there on how they solved that one?
Yeah, I mean, I was watching them. Some smart guys, a lot smarter than me. So I think they did a lot of brute force, but I think, I got to take that success into my competition there.
Okay.
Love it.
Yitzhak from Singapore. What's going through your mind right now?
I'm terribly jet lagged and I want to sleep.
Oh, now see, that is like he's right now. He scored the second most points up to this point in the competition. Jet lagged.
Yeah, yeah, it's stressful, but he can make it through. We got 60 more minutes. If you can make it through this 30-minute round,
that's somebody who's made of something that's more than human. So let's see how this goes. Andrew out of New York. Andrew Chang, what's going on in your mind?
All right, so let's go ahead and move over to the case and learn about this case. We're going to take a look at a quick video that's going to explain another challenging case here.
Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge 2022. We are glad to present you Snowman, a case for the finals of the competition, designed by David Brown, Associate Professor of Finance at the University of Arizona. Snowman is a variation of a very well-known kids game. Before the start of each round, the host of the game thinks of a word. The players need to guess the word, letter by letter in each turn. If the letter is in the word, the player guesses again. If it is not, then the player gets a part of the snowman drawn. If all the 10 parts of the snowman are drawn, the player loses. Note that all the 5 levels of this case deal only with one-player games, no need to model for multiplayer variations. The levels are in order of increasing difficulty. To make the game more exciting, we have created 3 bonus questions for you. These questions can be answered at any time during the game. However, the points will be awarded only to the 3 fastest players who submit the correct answer first. Plan your strategy wisely. Good luck!
All right, Snowman, another challenging case.
Easing us into the holiday spirit with all of those words there.
Yes, exactly. So maybe a take on Hangman if you've played Hangman before, but the holiday version for Snowman. Oh, and here we go.
Excel.
I love it. Love the love for Excel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
And right now our players are reviewing the case. So they're taking a look at the video that you just watched as well. They're going to take a few minutes to review the case. We'll see if they have any questions about this one, because it is another challenging case. And it's just like we saw in the previous case, where that case had 8 levels. This case doesn't have as many levels. I believe it's 5 levels, but still very challenging. It starts from easy and works its way up to very difficult challenges.
Yeah. Very difficult. And yeah, the first round isn't so bad. We can pretty much do that. Just do it.
Yeah.
There are a number of ways of doing it, of course, but we're gonna see.
I think we're gonna see some more points scored and probably a pretty close battle here on Snowman. Yeah, it gets challenging quickly, but we'll see how these competitors do. Again, we're gonna look at our final 8 competitors here, battle it out in this 30-minute round, and after that, we're gonna take our top 4 into the finals and the final 4 in that round as well. So we're looking at round 1 here of the finals.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
So this first round is the only one with elimination. And then in the second round, they're going to be ranked by their points. Or if they max out the points, then it's who maxed out their points quicker.
That's right. Yeah. So speed is your friend here on any of these cases. Because again, only 30 minutes, which is a major time crunch. And if you're watching this thinking, I could do this, definitely sign up and try, because 30 minutes is no easy feat.
Don't be the one, laying on a couch with a bowl of pretzels on your belly. I can do that. Well, dump those pretzels on the floor, get up, go to your computer, download the case, work on the case, sign up, get yourself into it and off of the couch under that bowl of pretzels.
We want to see it here.
Yes.
And speaking of, we're going to check out our competitors and see if they have any questions before we get this one underway. So everyone's had a chance to review the case. Are there any questions about Snowman?
Any questions? Forrest, you all focused in and ready?
Looks like
Forrest
no
is good.
questions.
Okay. If you guess a letter correct and you continue to guess, is that 2 turns or is that still 1 turn?
if you guess a letter correct, it's still one turn. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then the subsequent guess would be another turn, right?
Yes. Yes. So it'd be yes. So in the order there, it'd be another turn. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay. All right. So we ready to go?
All right. Let's count it down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Gavin was fired up. I saw him moving around.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go.
Okay. So here we are, our top 8 after now. Well, we started out with 2,800 competitors, and now we're down to the final 8.
Down to the final 8.
That's right.
And some quick starts here. We can see. Let's see. We have all of our competitors on the screen here, all, of course, starting on level 1. Let's jump over to Gavin. He was fired up. He's ready. It looks like he's already kind of building out the model there. Isaac as well.
Let's see. Okay.
So here with level 1, it's very easier. It's classified as very easy, and it's just figuring out which turn is the first correct letter guessed on. So what you have here is a sequence of letters from columns approximately I to AH there, and you have to figure out of the word holiday which correct letter was guessed first. Now it doesn't mean H, it's just any letter inside of the word holiday, or it's contained in the word holiday.
Right. And that's a 4 because the first correct letter guessed was the A in holiday in that 4th position. Okay.
Oh,
so,
look, and we have Isak with 140 points on the board already.
Ooh,
wow.
Yitzhak, okay.
He's completed level 1
Let's
very
see,
quickly.
Let's check out Yitzhak Lee. What's
Yeah.
going on? Oh.
Gavin's right behind
Look,
him.
yeah. Look at Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he
All right.
completed level 4, so he's just working a little bit quicker than Gavin, but he's down on level 2 already. And he's probably just copied his formulas down, because in level 2, we're just figuring out what letter is guessed.
Yep.
What's the first turn that guessed the correct letter.
And he's used the find function.
It's just finding the position of that guess, essentially, is what we're doing. And the letter, actually the letter itself. So which letter was the correct one that was guessed first? So back to our example, that was A. And looks like he's just figuring out that position and probably put some more points on the board. So I think we're going to see pretty early on here, in these first 2 levels at least, some points scored pretty quickly.
We should.
Yeah.
So let's look at Forrest. How is Forrest doing right now? We got only one person on the board here. Okay, Forrest.
Forrest is also, see, this is where he has completed level 1. He just hasn't posted the points yet. So that's why we're not seeing points on the board for him, but likely that he does have some points scored and he's on to level 2 now. And you can see Lawrence in the back of his screen there.
Oh yeah, there's Lawrence Lau,
Yeah.
right? The #1 financial
Checking
model.
out what's going on.
Yep. Okay. But got numbers here.
Yeah, he just hasn't posted those on the scoreboard.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
just like the team's challenge, our competitors do have to submit their answers to another scoreboard. So that's why you might not see points yet scored for them, even though they are moving through these levels.
Good.
Yeah. But it is something that our competitors have to be aware of, that they do need to eventually submit their answers.
Okay, what's happening here? What is he doing?
So he's moving on to level 3. He's really moving.
Oh, okay. Andrew Chang. Andrew with 126.
And he
Patrick.
might have taken his points off there, or his answers off, realizing he might have had a mistake in one of his formulas. See how Andrew's doing. So Andrew's using a separate sheet, which is not a bad idea. It looks like he's kind of going with a more vertical layout here. Figure out one word and then probably apply that to the rest.
Yes.
Some of these can be challenging when you're moving horizontally a lot. And he looks like he is using a data table. So he's kind of setting up essentially a table here where he can then reference all of the, in this case, words in the list to then get answers for each of those kind of in this more vertical fashion, I'd say.
Yes. Let's see.
And again, to know and understand data tables with relatively few years of experience is pretty incredible for these competitors.
I think I had been working with Excel for a lot of years before I'd even heard of a data table.
Right. Yeah. Same.
Okay.
Definitely a more advanced technique. Or one.
Gavin tied in first.
Okay. So Gavin's on the board. Let's jump over to Gavin and see how he's doing. Again, representing Ohio State University.
All right. Let's see. We've got the find function, Gavin. Okay. And he's working on level 2.
Yeah. So he's got some.
Okay. Let's see.
And we also do have bonus questions on this. I don't think any of our players have looked at those yet.
And showing Gavin has cleared level 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. Contains. All right.
We do have Nitish on the board with 7 points, and Danindra as well, 21. So have some points scored, just trying to figure out their logic.
112 now. Andrew Chang, 246. Let's check out Nitish. What's happening there? 112 points. Okay. Yeah. Gotta lean in. Check
so maybe
out.
worked a little bit backwards here in terms of.
And he's looking at the bonus questions.
Yeah, smart. Just smart because again, whoever scores those first, in this case, the 4 players that score those first can get the bonus questions. So not everyone is eligible once those are scored upon. So
but
good to do those early.
But if you mess around with the bonuses too long and don't get the points, then it's bad news.
Yes. Yeah, it's a gamble.
Yeah.
It is absolutely a gamble because it's only worth, in this case, 200 points total out of the 1,250 total points.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
I'm sorry, 250 points for bonus questions.
And I see Nitish has split each letter out.
Yeah, so looks like he has some dynamic arrays there where he spilled out those.
Using the sequence function?
Yeah, well, the mid and sequence to do those spills. And then trying to figure out, well, in this case, he's just doing it manually, which with 23 minutes left, will get you through this level. But I don't know if that's going to work through the rest of the levels because Andrew Chang's already out with 246 points.
Right.
So he's at least part of the way.
Can we look at
level 2?
Can we look at Morgan Carr?
Yeah, let's see how Morgan's doing.
Because something's got to happen here. Oh, look at this.
Okay. So Morgan's still working on level 1. He is our winner from our previous event. So, of course, and he's also, Morgan is from Middle Georgia State University, so representing Middle Georgia State University.
Is this a manual effort that's happening here?
He's got a counter, yeah. So he looks like he's probably using some conditional formatting.
No, so it's not it's mid. He's using the mid function.
Yeah.
Column function. Okay. Let's see. Morgan gonna get on the board here before our very eyes. Paste them in, paste his values.
Gonna go score those.
Let's see. Come on, Morgan.
So it looks like Morgan's gonna get some points on the board.
Let's see.
Morgan. There we go.
Okay.
Control Shift B.
All right.
All right. We got Morgan on the board.
And you see the check mark down at the bottom right. Cleared level 1.
Let's see how Danindra's doing. We haven't checked in there yet, and also got at least part of the way through level 1. Yeah, on to level 2. So maybe not everything correct there on level 1, but sometimes that can come back to haunt you in the lower levels if you're copying formulas down. Don't have everything perfect on the first one. In this case, it will, because it's really just figuring out the letter instead of the number there for the turn.
Got a close battle with Nitish and Andrew right now. 148, 146.
Yep.
Hey, let's check out Andrew. What's happening? Hey, Andrew.
So Andrew,
Let's see.
Still working on his data table.
Okay. See what's going on here.
Trying to get some points on the board.
Hmm.
And we have Isak up now in the lead with 300 points.
Okay.
So he's completed levels 1 and 2. And Tish not far behind. Still partial points here on some of these, which is interesting. They either have something wrong in their formulas or they're going with more of a manual approach.
And less than 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see Yitzhak out of Singapore. How's he doing? Wow. A lot happening. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, so he's now down on level 3, working on level 3.
Right. And he successfully cleared both of the levels 1 and 2, no partials. Okay. Text to columns.
Interesting. Doing some splitting of attempting to do some splitting of these words. Not sure if he's going to find it there.
No.
Unfortunately.
No, text to columns won't do that. And also you need the room.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the room is one thing, but he's on the right track because essentially with level 3, what he's looking to do is figure out the letter that's guessed in the nth, or this case says X letter guessed. So there's another column there with an X at the top. It'll say like 3, and then you have to figure out where the third letter is that's guessed. Yeah. And the tricky part with that is if the word contains 2 of the same letter, like we can see toboggan contains 2 G's, that counts as essentially 1 and 2. So then you'd still have to move on to the next letter, next guess. Yeah.
Wow. All right. So Nitish with 365 points. All right. Yitzhak at 300. Right. Forrest Lou. Let's check out Forrest. We can send some positive vibes. And everybody in the audience, help send some positive vibes to Forrest.
Forrest just needs to post his scores.
Yeah.
He's out. He might even be in the lead now, but he has not posted his scores yet. Someone's got to remind him. Send him some vibes, right?
Or he's trying to trick us.
He's already on level 5. Yeah, he's this is incredible. He's already on level 5, which is the last level. So he potentially, if his answers are correct, he could be almost at the point of solving this thing, even though he hasn't put points on the board yet.
Yeah. With a little over 17 minutes left.
He's absolutely flying through this. Right. Got the new text split function in there.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So level 5 is also a challenge, a big challenge. It really gets a lot more challenging the last 2 levels. But if Forrest is down on level 5, he has to figure out on what turn does the game end.
Next match.
And the challenge is that with Snowman, or if you're familiar with Hangman, in this case, you only get 10 guesses.
Right, 10.
So if you get 10 misses, then you're out. And you have to figure out which letter is guessed correctly before that. So it's really quite challenging.
All right. 610, Andrew Chang. Right. All right. So let's see how Nitish is doing at 365. We have going, and I don't think anybody's done the bonuses. Okay. Ooh. Lots of colors. We got
Yeah, it looks like he's also kind of doing some manual logic here to find the first. And I like how he's kind of blocked out the right side. He's really just looking for those letters on the left. The challenge, though, here is that, he's
Could it be a strategy that he'll figure out the ones that are up to the 10th position?
Yeah. And just kind of manually sum those up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, so let's jump over to Andrew, see how he's doing.
Yes,
he's out in the lead with 610 points.
Yes, 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
And you got to see
just halfway through. He's got partial points on the first 3 levels, but he was able to score level 4 correct. So he has all points there on level 4. So if we can clean up some of his errors on the first 3 levels, that's really going to help him, depending again on how Forrest is doing with his answers. We don't know yet.
Right. See. Oh, go sequence function. Okay.
So sequence is an awesome new function that does exactly that. In this case, it allows you to spill out a sequence of values, numerical values. And it can be combined with a lot of functions in Excel that create some formulas that before we had sequence would just be either monster formulas or sometimes even pretty impossible to create. So it's really
or manual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or call up somebody and ask them if they can write you some VBA code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of row and
but what you don't do is put your head in your hands and say I give up.
That's right.
No. Write that down, everybody.
Yeah.
Write that down. Okay.
Let the competitors know. So we got Gavin now in second place. Let's take a look at what Gavin's up to. See how he's progressing through these levels. He's also kind of got some partial scores here. So Gavin's completed 1 and 2. He's thinking hard, putting the fingers on the temples there.
Yep.
Doing his
Massage
best.
that brain. Yeah, he's completed levels 1 and 4 and partials on 2 and 3.
Yeah. There might be some incorrect results. And these can be challenging. Again, like we said in the previous
Andrew Chang, 775. Okay. But still nothing from Forrest Liu. Okay.
Yeah, as we said in the previous round, even if you get the example right and your formula ties out to the example, that doesn't always mean that it's going to work when you copy it down. So that's going to be a challenge. You can see that these words have variations to them. Some have spaces. There might be an apostrophe in there, something that, depending on your formula, could potentially throw you off. So
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Might work with letters, but then in spaces, multiple letters.
So it looks like Gavin is we're jumping over to Forrest. Forrest has points.
Okay.
He's
yes.
filling out his scoreboard.
Oh
here.
no, look, 664.
Okay.
Look at this. See this? Oh my gosh. See, this is what this got me thinking about. Muhammad Ali, the rope-a-dope. He's on the ropes and just letting the opponent punch himself out. Is Muhammad Ali, is he tired? Has he given up? No. Bow.
And he's doing it with 12.
No. 964 points. Look at this. 12 minutes left. Forrest. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna see him tackle his bonus points. Unbelievable.
This guy, what is Forrest? Forrest, God. See, I almost said a bad word, everybody. Almost did, but I
fired up.
Yes, I am fired up. Because look at this. Look at it. And he's way out in front, sitting there with a big goose egg forever. Like a big old goose just sitting there looking. But no, he tricked you. He was not a goose. He is a viper.
That's a viper.
That's right.
Yeah. And he's stung with still 11 minutes to go.
Forrest Liu.
Looking at the bonuses now. And you can see at the top of the screen here, he has 3 bonus questions. Again, those are only available to the first 4 competitors that solve those. So Forrest can be one of those by solving those right now.
That would just pour salt in the wound. I mean, but let's see what's happening. Morgan Carr might be another viper that'll sneak up on us.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
This.
Morgan's our former winner there.
Yeah. So he's no slouch. Let's see what's happening over with Morgan. Yeah. Since we know what's happening
Forrest
over
is
there.
also looking at that text to columns. Unfortunately, it does not split words like that.
Here's Morgan. All right. Look at that. If or, ooh, look at that. Look at that. I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several logical statements there in his OR function, which is interesting.
And cleared one level, and he's on level 2, and I don't see any work toward the other levels.
Not yet. So he's still working. So we're
looking.
So we have Andrew, Isak, and Denindra following Forrest here for the top 4. And again, we are taking our top 4 to the final round, round 2. So with 10 minutes to go, there's quite a battle here for 4th place.
Yes,
we have Patrick's really close, Gavin's really close, Natisha's really close. So a lot could happen here in the last 10 minutes.
That's right. 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5. You know, and Natisha's still there.
Yeah, he's right there. So
not too far behind. So we still got a competition here.
Yeah. Let's take a look at Patrick and see how he's doing. He's come back, scoring some points. Got through level 2, partial level 3 and 4. It looks like he's now trying to score on level 5. So that would be big because level 5 is worth 300 points. So that can really bump you up in the rankings there if you could score at level 5. And again, those bonus points are worth 250 points total. Forrest is now working on. Not sure that he knows that he has one wrong, and that could potentially hurt you, or a few points off there from the perfect score, the perfect 1,000. But I think he's going to have enough to move through. But we'll see.
We will see. And right now the battle is for that 4th place, and there is a serious battle. You look at it, 3, possibly 4 here.
Yeah.
But still, Morgan Carr,
Patrick Chatton's from McGill University up in Canada. So again, if you're joining us on YouTube Live, share some love in the comments for your school here, or if you know one of these competitors, let them know you're rooting for them.
Yeah.
Root them on. There's some definitely some heated battles here in the arena versus these universities. We've seen signs. We've seen
trash talking.
Some trash talking.
That's right.
Some rivalries. Yeah, absolutely love it.
And so lots of Excel creativity.
So Forrest has scored some bonus points. He's up to 1,014.
Oh, smoke.
Looks like Patrick's also moving on to some bonus points. He has moved up into 4th place now. So he did score some partial points for level 5. And that's got him into 4th place for now.
Right.
And he's looking like he's getting up to the bonuses.
All right. 7.5 minutes. Can we look at Forrest Lou to see, has he successfully cleared everything? No, he still has some incorrect at level 3.
Yeah, and he looks like he's got points for the bonus.
And the thing right now is be in the top 4. That's the battle right now.
Yeah, that's it. That's a battle because we are moving on to the final round next with our top 4 competitors. So it really is just that. Just get up there to the top 4. And now, as you can see on Forrest's screen, he's looking for all the words guessed in all 100 games. Out of all those, how many times does the most frequent letter appear? So that's one that's a challenge for sure, to find out the most frequent letter in the words.
All right. 6 minutes 40. All right. Morgan Carr, okay. 268 now.
Yes.
Ooh.
So let's take a look at Denindra, see how he's doing over there.
See if we
looking at level 5 now. Looks like he's on to level 5 as well. And partial points on level 3. Level 5 is definitely not easy. Again, you have to figure out who, or if the win comes before the 10th letter guessed, and what turn does the game end on. So it could end in a loss, or it could end in a win, but you have to figure that out and what turn that happens on. Because again, the player only gets 10 incorrect guesses. So there's quite a bit of logic that goes into this, because you have to figure out the correct guesses, the incorrect guess, and what turn that all happens on to end the game.
5.5 minutes, and we still have a decent battle for in fourth place. Well,
Patrick's moved up to 5th, so he's got some more points there.
Let's see. Force loose.
And Denindra is one of our competitors from Singapore. Also from Singapore as well. So cool to see him representing the Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. So he's traveled a ways to get here too.
So many people.
Great to see. He's now in 4th place. So he has scored some partial points there for level 5. So this battle for 4th is intense. And Esox has a perfect 1,000 score. So he might be able to take this one home if in the next 5 minutes he can get some bonus questions. So let's move over to Esox and see how he's doing. He's working on the bonus questions now.
Let's see.
Yeah, so that first bonus question is one that's maybe not too difficult. That one's across all the words guessed. Which one has the largest number of different letters? So actually that might be a challenge too. Oh, and interesting.
Look at this. Yeah.
Okay, so I stand corrected. He has found a way to use text to column by position.
Look at this.
Okay. There you go.
Well, I learned something today.
Yep, absolutely. Love it. Thank you, Esox, for teaching us a new way to use text to columns.
Yes, it had to come all the way. Oh, unit. Okay. I thought he was going. You go Unicode.
Yeah, because we're looking for the differences between the letters there. So he's trying to find out the count of all the unique letters there. Something's not correct there, but he'll get it.
Yes. Okay, 3.5 minutes left.
All right. Letters and numbers.
We got a small difference between 4th and 5th. Oh, and Patrick's
right there.
And
Nitish is right.
Yes.
Yeah, right there.
Oh my God.
This is going to be really close. With just over 3 minutes to go, we're looking for the battle for 4th place right now. Again, our top 4 are moving on to the final round. It's really close. We have now positions 5 and 6 are tied with 724 points, and Nitish with 722. So very, very close. Esox again he's going to have to split everything on all 5 levels, because these bonus points are across the entire game, so the entire sheet.
Yeah, let's see what's happening with Denindra with 2 minutes 40 left.
Yeah.
All right. That's where the battle is right now to get into this last final round. All right. BQR. See, this is where
Patrick.
This is where you go into Power Query and do that A.Z. Right, and then get the boom.
Yeah.
Right. Our char and code.
Yep. 64. Yep.
Yeah.
This is where the years of experience come in. Some of our competitors might not have learned that one yet, but yeah, absolutely. So he is working to these bonus points.
Hey.
And has enough partial points to potentially get through here.
Right.
Andrew's still at 4th place with 775. And let's see how Patrick's doing. He's tied with the Denindra.
Yeah.
Just barely not get into that last spot with 1:45 to go. Also working here through the bonus.
And it's interesting.
Oh, no, he's actually working to fix some of his errors.
Okay.
He did not score level 3. So this might get him up into, if he can get these correct, he might get some. Oh, he did get those partial points. Oh, no, so no change there. Okay. He's still trying to work out some of these.
Yeah.
Or potentially fix level 3.
Working on it, right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see that
a minute to go.
A couple of them have gotten points in all 5 levels.
Yeah.
But they aren't all right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with 60 seconds to go, this is where a few points is going to change the outcome here. So might be a time to just try your best to get some points, maybe manually. We'll have to see how they work through this.
45 seconds.
Patrick score 760, but still not enough. So that gave him 760 points, but still not enough to take out the 4th place.
15 points to get into the.
Patrick's working hard.
Yeah.
With just 30 seconds left.
Can you do it? Can you do it, Patrick? You came all the way from Canada.
And of course, Andrew still has time to score too, along with Gavin. So we can see a big change here in just the last few seconds.
Morgan has put up a bunch of points.
Oh, right. Patrick's so close.
10 seconds.
Here we go.
All right.
Might have just looked at the clock.
5. And done. Oh my gosh.
That was close.
Yes,
oh,
yes,
man.
Right, just pouring them. All right, Forrest Lou, I want an answer. How are you sitting on all these points, looking like you're in last place, having given up, and then you lunge out, fangs full of venom, and got everybody? What is the deal there?
I was trying to make it like a surprise, but the issue was that then at the end I didn't know what I got wrong.
Oh man.
Okay.
Man. Mr. So Jack in the Box.
I love it. Yeah. I love it.
All right.
You definitely added some suspense there for us because you didn't have any points on the board for a while, and then all of a sudden you were right up there in first place. Yeah, so great job. Yeah, we'll take a look at our leaderboard there, but great job to all of you. And our top 4 again are going to move through there to our final round.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Andrew, how was that one for you? How'd you feel about that one?
Oh man, it was a good lead going in, and then I had a couple of technical issues with my Excel. Tried to run a couple too complicated formulas and stopped responding, and that's the worst when you're trying to do one thing.
Man. And how are you doing with the noise over there?
Oh,
is that distracting?
Yeah, it is distracting. I hear people they're talking about, oh yeah, mid-sequence, that's the way to do it. And I was like, okay, then I'm not too far off then.
So hearing some tidbits here of information can throw you off your game. Isak, we saw you with a perfect score in the first 5 levels there. How was that challenge for you?
It took a while to figure out how to separate the word into its own letters. I ended up using a really jank text to columns thing. But it worked out.
You taught us both something with that text to columns.
Yeah, by position there instead of delimiter. We were thinking that couldn't be split with text to columns, but you figured it out and it paid off.
Yeah, and there's this person with this Michigan fans you Google Sheets thing again. What's this? Did somebody pay this fellow to do this? To walk around with a sign? All right. Gavin's friend. Gavin's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ninja, what's going through your mind right now?
Yeah, I messed up in the beginning. I was trying to split the words, but I couldn't find the right function. And also I read the level 3 instructions incorrectly. I thought it's always the 3rd letter guess, but it actually depends on the variable x. So yeah, that's why I got only 20% mark in level 3.
All right, so we're gonna get ready we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna get ready for our final round with our top 4 competitors in our final round. So we'll be back after a quick break.
Alvarez and Marcel, leadership, action, results. In 1983, Tony Alvarez and Brian Marcel joined forces to create A&M. They believe that operational excellence is the heartbeat of growth for every company. Now, at over 5,000 professionals globally, we still believe that. Our founding principles of leadership, action, and results are the core of A&M. A&M's leadership is about a bias towards action and the willingness to tell clients what is needed. Our restructuring heritage allows us to act decisively. We protect, transform, and reinvent companies across their life cycle. Clients select us for our ability to create and deliver practical solutions to their problems. We don't leave binders, we leave results. Our leaders have strong sector and functional experience. We bring objectivity and independence to our clients. Combined with our operational expertise, we provide a clear competitive edge in the global marketplace. Alvarez and Marcel continues to grow and evolve, but our commitment to our core values is the same. We move our clients forward. Contact us to learn how we can help you. Alvarez and Marcel. Leadership. Action. Results.
My son Romeo has sought counsel with some strategic advisors. They suggest that we marry our fortunes with the Capulets. Blasphemy!
Well, fear not. These advisors manage one of the largest mergers in history, creating billions in value.
Plus, they have experts in global trade.
This merger shall be a boon for our spice business.
Set a course for growth.
Here!
Here! Friars, send word at once.
Yes, my lord.
All right, so we are back at the Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge. We've watched 2 rounds of competition today. We've seen our teams finals with the Ohio State University take the win there. And we just watched the first round of our individual competition with our top 8 competitors from the event. And our top 4 are going to move on to the final round, which is round 2 next. So with this round, we're going to see 4 competitors compete. And the winner will just be based on points. So the top points earner in this round will take home the win, and we have prizes for all of top 4 competitors all the way down to 5th place. But our winner today is taking home $10,000.
$10,000.
And again, we are watching college students here, the best college students in the world at Excel. And if you want to participate in this event, if you're a college student and you think this looks like fun, sign up for this thing, because we want to see you here, see you represent your university and take part in all this exciting rivalries already being formed here in the esports arena. Right now, you're looking at the very cool esports arena here at Arizona, the University of Arizona.
That's right. And I got to tell you that we got a call from the IRS. They're watching to see who gets the $10,000 check. So you cannot hide. You can try, but you got to deal with that. And I want to point out, in the foreground, in the lower right, we've got Stephanie and Rose. She is one of the toughest competitors in the Financial Modeling World Championship. And then behind her is Darmid Early, out of Ireland, live in New York now. And he's won the model off in the past.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. And you can check out Darmid Early's YouTube channel, where he goes through the Financial World Model Cup champion, the challenges, and walks through solutions.
That's right. He's got a great YouTube channel doing that with some crazy formulas. He's talking with David Brown. David Brown is the founder of the Collegiate Challenge here. He's a professor here at the University of Arizona, and he's also the author of all the cases we're seeing today. So if you're wondering who's coming up with these crazy challenges, there's a man right there in the gray sweater.
Right there.
Yeah. And some cool challenges. So that's it's very fun to see these competitors take on these tasks. These aren't necessarily challenges that they'd be used to. Just like we were talking about earlier, in the everyday world, you might not be trying to split text the way they had to split text today. However, I still think these skills are very useful in real world scenarios.
Well, you know something, actually, when I think about, you got data locked in a PDF and you pull it out and the table borders are gone. Your codes and things all smashed together. And you might use that if you have to clean some stuff up. Or you copy a bunch of stuff from a web page and paste it into Excel.
That's right.
It no longer has its structure.
You know a few things about messed up data.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Oz has written a few books on dirty data and how to clean it up. So he's on a campaign to rid the world of
crap data.
I
And
absolutely
misery
love it.
that's associated with it.
That's right.
That's right.
There's a lot of misery, but we're seeing, and we've even learned new things here today. You know,
that's right.
So we're just getting set up here. We're getting our Final Four all set up here in the esports arena at the University of Arizona, and just getting ready for the final battle. And we'll be introducing the new case in just a few minutes. Watching some of our college players here, getting some advice from the superstars of the FMWC world.
Yep, because Yitzhak was just talking with Mr. Palisak. You'll recognize him with his white shirt and he's wearing a mask. And Palisak, 2 championship belts. All right, we're about to get ready.
All right, let's do this. We are going to take a quick look here. Here's our Final Four competitors from universities all over the U.S. and Singapore, which is awesome. And we're going to get ready for our final round here. So again, our final round is going to start shortly, and this is all going to be based on points. So our winner here is going to be determined by the leading points score here in the final round. So let's go ahead and kick this off and check out the case video for this final challenge.
Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge 2022. We are glad to present you Volleyball, a case for the finals of the competition, designed by David Brown, Associate Professor of Finance at the University of Arizona.
Hi, I'm Haven Ray. And I'm Ava Tortorello, and we're on the University of Arizona volleyball team. Volleyball is a team sport with 6 people on each side, separated by a net, and in order to score a point, the ball needs to hit the other side of the floor. For this challenge, you will analyze scoring statistics of made-up volleyball matches from our team against conference rivals. Modern volleyball matches get scored according to rally scoring, which means the team that wins the rally gets the point and starts with the ball to serve next. To win a set, the team must score 25 points with a 2-point advantage over their opponents. To win a match, the team must win 2 of the 3 sets, and the last set will go to 15 points. Rally scoring will be used on levels 1 through 4 of the challenge. For level 5, the players will go through side-out scoring in order to complete this challenge. Side-out scoring was used in old-time volleyball, where they can only score a point based off a serve. If the serving team loses a rally, the side-out occurs, and the other team serves next. The challenge includes 100 regular questions and 3 bonus questions. The bonus points will only be awarded to the first 2 people who get them right. Good luck and go Cats! Bear down.
All right.
All right.
We've got some team love for the Wildcats there. Cool to see a few volleyball players from the University of Arizona here talking about this case on volleyball. So another challenge here. If you've not done horse and basketball before, or hangman or snowman, maybe volleyball. And we're going to look at the rules of volleyball and see some scoring here. As we saw, we're going to see both the current rally type scoring and the old side out type scoring come into play here. So this is going to be another challenging one for our competitors.
Yeah. We're going to see. And even though Forrest Lou, he was way out in front in the previous round, let's see
if he
that carries over.
If he can hold it, and take the same kind of lead here in the finals. It's a different case, so you never know. Yeah, different challenge. And here we can see some of our competitors getting ready here in the Esports arena at the University of Arizona. Beautiful campus here. And I even have a very cool Esports arena. They're hosting all kinds of events here. And we have a lot of fans watching on. These are the competitors from the entire day here. Some of their fellow students from their different colleges around the world. And here we have 4 colleges represented. We have Isak Lee from National University of Singapore.
Right. Andrew Chang, New York University.
Gavin Hartzell from Ohio State University.
And Forrest Lou, University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Forrest getting ready down there.
Forrest, the Jack in the Box Lou.
All right. So we're going to take a look here. We're going to switch over and see if our players have any questions. They've been reviewing the case. All right. Do any of you have any questions about the final case here?
To clarify, the abbreviation in the cell indicates who won the rally.
The abbreviation in the cell. I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
So the team in the cell indicates who won the rally?
That is correct.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Who won the rally or the point is that the yes. The icon or the letters for the team. Yeah. That's correct. Yeah. Good to go. Anyone else? Any questions before we get started?
Hi, could we get a clarification on what happens when you don't win by 2 or more points? Does it reset? Do they start a new set, or do they reset to 23 each and then have to win 2?
So that's a great question, Andrew. They keep going. So if you have to win by 2, so you just continue to score points until someone wins by 2. Does that make sense?
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just
keeps going.
Just keep scoring until you have a win by 2 scenario. Yeah. Great question.
All right. All right. So somebody is at Andrew's screen. Okay.
Okay. Any other questions before we get started? Okay. Looking good. All right.
So
let's
ready?
count it down.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Model.
Model. All right. So here's our case. We can see all 4 competitors. And we have 30 minutes on the clock. So they're going to have 30 minutes to, again, solve 5 levels in this case of volleyball. And this is another challenging case. Again, we have a total of 1,250 points total scored, or total possible score, with 1,000 in the 5 levels and then 250 bonus points available as well.
Yeah.
So let's see first and see how he's doing. He was out to an early start last time.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, we're looking at Forrest.
Countive. You know, one thing, when count ifs came out, I stopped using count if. I still got a place, you know, but that was an
It's
interesting
true.
thing.
Yeah, it really takes its place. And so for this first level, it's an easy level. We're looking at which is the first team to reach 25 points. So what we have here is you can see across the screen is two teams playing volleyball, and we're seeing their points, or I shouldn't say their points scored, but who wins the rally in each turn here in volleyball. And so we have to figure out who gets to 25 points first. And so this is considered rally scoring at the top. And rally scoring, as we saw in the video, just means that as soon as the team scores, they get a point.
Right.
Where later in this match, we'll see side out scoring, which means only the serving team can score a point, which is going to make this quite a bit more challenging. So we're looking at Forrest kind of build out his model here. You can see there's 50 rallies total. So he's going to be moving left and right a lot to try and figure out or write some formulas over to the right side there and figure out who's scoring to reach 25 points first. So like Oz mentioned, counting is going to be a factor here.
And just organization and navigation. You really got to be able to navigate with a lot of this scrolling here.
Yeah. And again, these are challenging. They don't look challenging at the start of this, but we, again, just like we saw with horse, we have two teams. So in horse, we had 2 players or even up to 3 players. Here we have 2 teams playing. So we really need to keep track of score of each team. And there's, of course, different ways to do that. But essentially, they're going to have to figure out the score for each team and then figure out which one gets 25 first, which is winning in this particular, the rules for this particular level, in this particular game. No points on the board yet. Forrest is still trying to figure it out. Let's move over to Gavin and see how he's doing. Gavin's representing Ohio State University. We'll check it out. Still a lot of time left.
Yeah.
So Gavin's also working on level 1 here. Looks like he's getting close as well. I think him and Forrest are getting close to kind of figuring out points scored. It looks like he's trying to figure the sequence here of how these cumulative numbers are going to stack up and figure out which one gets to 25 first. Yeah. And there's all the different university logos there represented in that table. I love that. That's, again, another case by David Brown, founder of the Collegiate Challenge here. And another great case.
Unique function.
I think he's a little biased because his home team, the University of Arizona, I think they win quite a bit here in the case, but rightfully so.
Right. Biased or pressured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gavin's also flying through this one. You can see him navigating around a lot. It looks like he's got some bonus points. So smart for him to work on these bonuses early, as that might become a factor in these finals.
Okay, 120 points for Yitzhak.
Okay.
All right.
So it looks like Gavin is at least trying to score the bonus points, which is smart. And we should mention that only the top or the first 2 players to score bonus points will actually get those points. So again, it's a speed challenge with the bonus points.
So let's look at Yitzhak and see what's happening. He's doing quite well today for a person who's having a jet lag.
Jet lag, yeah. The other side of the globe. No big deal, right?
Okay.
Just moving through this.
So he has successfully cleared level 1.
Level 1.
No mistakes.
He's on to level 2.
Right.
And in level 2, the rules change a bit. So that's where the question came in. This team now must win by 2 points. So the question is, how many points are scored in total? The total number of points played in the, not scored, but played in the first set to get to 25 points. So, and the team must win by 2. So this makes your logic a little more challenging because not only do you have to figure out who got to 25 first, but you also have to know what the other team's score is at that point, and it has to be greater than the other team's score by 2,
right,
in order to win. Yeah, so rally scoring, win by 2.
Right.
A lot of fun to try this out, and this gets challenging here in level 2. So level 2 is considered a moderate level, but already getting some challenging questions here right away, as should be. These are our final competitors here. They've made it this far. in the competition. These are top 4 competitors of the event.
Looking at what Yitzhak is up to here, using his count if. Got some mixed cell references.
Yeah, so he's essentially trying to count the scores as they happen moving out. So because he's trying to accumulate what this total score is across the, in this case, 200 rallies.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's where using that mixed referencing will allow you to essentially do like a running total of the cumulative score.
You didn't know that you could go all the way out to column WH. You've seen it here live.
You might be using Excel 2003.
Yeah,
you weren't aware of
the
enormous amount of columns.
Come into the modern times, please. Right. Here we are at the Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge.
Yeah.
This is the final round. Right.
Final battle with our top 4 competitors. We have Isak on the board, and it looks like he's probably getting close here to scoring. Again, he's still got to figure out. You can see that point differential there, the 1s, 2s, 3s. Looks like he's trying to figure out some point differential of the 2 teams. But you have to. You can see him kind of looking up to really check to see if it's. You also have to figure out who gets to 25 first. So not easy.
I want to see what Forrest Lewis doing.
Yeah,
is he pulling that Jack in the Box move again?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hey, he's an entertainer.
Right.
I love it. Kept us on the edge of our seats.
Oh, see? Okay.
Screaming through the walls over here, trying to make sure he's scoring. He is still on level 1.
Okay.
Trying to figure this one out.
See, got an if and a min happening. Okay.
Let's have some formulas
We've got
out
some
here.
progress happening.
Yeah.
All set up.
And Andrew on the board with 30 points.
Right.
He's got some partial score too. And level 1's worth 120.
Let's see.
So let's take a look at what Andrew's doing and see where he's at on level 1. See, maybe tried some manual. Yeah, we've got a few points kind of manually there. Maybe he has a data table.
Most of
level
1.
So he does have a data table set up, and what that's going to allow him to do is kind of model and a different layout. It might be a little bit more logical working vertically instead of way across all these columns horizontally.
Yeah.
But what also might be the challenge is he's got to kind of input. He doesn't. I'm sorry. I apologize. He doesn't have a data table, but what he's doing is kind of working through each of these individually. So still going to take some time there, but he is going to get points for that.
We're 9 minutes in.
So Gavin, we got Gavin on the board, second place with 96 points. Let's see how Gavin's doing.
Okay.
Yeah. So Gavin's looks like he scored partial points for level 1, and now maybe still looking at level 1. Notice he doesn't have everything right there. Still trying to figure that out. Just over 20 minutes to go. There's a lot on the line here today. Again, our top competitor here, our winner, is going to take home $10,000, followed by $5,000 for second place. So not a bad day of selling.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
You know, with everyone rooting you on here, it's been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. Wow. And we're coming up on a 20-minute mark.
And I love that you can see Gavin's shortcuts that he's using on the right side here. So for those of you watching that are wondering how he's flying through this so quickly, you can see his shortcuts there and how he's doing this. And everyone has their own technique with shortcuts. There's just so many in Excel. I got to imagine it's the application with the most amount of shortcuts on the planet. Like, I don't know what beats it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we have Andrew's on the board with 120 points, so completed level 1.
Right. Tied for first so far.
Oh, and we said Isak up, but now on the level 2, it's got 211 points.
And now we're looking at Andrew. Okay.
Yeah. So he's got through level 1. But level 2 is a challenge, because level 2, when we talked about level 2, and we talked about it already, it's really about which team wins by 2 points. So this takes it up a notch.
Itzhak with 211 points.
No, I'm sorry. I take that back. Yeah, level 2 is must win by 2 points. Yep. So let's see. Let's switch over and see how Itzhak's doing. He's through level, at least partially through level 2.
Okay.
Rubbing the forehead a little bit there. It's stretching the brain. He's on to level 3, so he has scored partial points for level 2. He's on to level 3.
Right.
Yeah.
18 and a half minutes left.
And this level 3, as you might be able to read there on your screen, it is again looking for the winner, but now for the second set. So the teams have to play the first set to 25, win by 2, and then the second set to 25, win by 2. And now they have to figure that out. So this gets a lot more challenging because you basically have to restart your formulas for the second game. This is a tough one.
Right.
And I mean, not restart your scoring. You're not going to restart your formulas, but you're probably going to restart your scoring after the first game.
We've got Forrest Lou on the board now at 114.
Okay. So he's made it through. He was probably using something incorrect there on level 1. Gavin still has 96 points. So it's just over 17 minutes to go. So plenty of time here to put some scores on the board.
Yeah. And we wow, this I'm just like it's been a lot today.
Yeah, he's got his if statement here. Probably if is probably one of the most common functions used in the event today.
Haven't seen a mod function. Usually mod functions are in it, but
yeah, we depending on how far we get down into this one, we might see it. Got Andrew still completed level 1, which actually, if we jump over to Andrew, he has completed level 1 and got everything right there. So that could benefit him long term because he doesn't have any missed points on level 1.
Look what's happening. The let function. Brand new.
Yeah, wow.
And he did say we were at lunch today, and there was one question: what is your favorite Excel function? And he said the let function, and here we are seeing it today.
Okay, so he gets to use his favorite. I love it.
What is your favorite Excel function?
Oh my goodness. Is it not VLOOKUP?
Oh, okay.
Just put the hate in the comments right now. That's what I'm looking for.
Well,
how dare I?
Well, I use Count A a lot. That's my favorite.
There you go.
But all right.
Yeah, I like a lot of the new dynamic arrays. I think filter is incredible.
Yes.
Sequence is probably one I use. It's one you wouldn't think about. And then some relatively very new ones that maybe could be used today. You know, text split, but also text before and after. There's some great functions.
Yes.
So maybe not the most powerful and complex, but kind of just everyday functions.
Yeah.
And working with a lot of text here today. So that's one challenge for our competitors that might be used to doing more financial modeling. Here we're looking at text and counting text and things like that. So it's definitely throwing some curveballs at them.
Yeah.
So no change in score just yet. We still have Itzhak out with 211 points, first place. We're looking at Andrew build out this model though.
Let's see.
That drag right 200 is time consuming one.
Field of falses.
Field of falses, yeah.
And let is like writing code because you set up variables and
that's
then,
right.
You know, all within one formula and then use those variables later in the formula.
Yeah.
It simplifies things, but it forces you to think in a different way and think like a coder.
It definitely does. And in this short amount of time, to debug those and kind of fix those can be an additional challenge. You can see right now he's setting up a variable for kind of the alt win and probably checking that score variance between those two scores.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah, so he's checking to see if the score and the opponent's score. So the score would be University of Arizona. They're always in every single event here, and then there's an opponent score. So he's looking for those, and now he's got to figure out if that's greater than 2. Yep, okay. So see if his let formula, you get monsters pretty quick.
Off,
yeah.
Right? Let's change in the score. This one. This case is heavy.
Yeah. Might patent this formula by the time he's done with it.
Wow.
Again, got us on the edge of our seat, waiting for the waiting for the enter key. Oh no! All right. Well, while Andrew's figuring that one out, let's move over and see how Forrest is doing.
Yeah.
Because who knows if he's got points that he's not showing us yet. Yeah. Yeah. So he's down on level 3.
What is
just a sea of numbers. That shows the boss you're working hard, though. That's what you got.
Yes, it does. Yeah. You're not on some online auction or something right now. You're working.
Yeah.
Forrest Lou out of the University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh.
And again, if you're watching this live today, we've said it several times, but you can get involved in this if you're just tuning in and you love Excel and you want to compete in this. You absolutely can. Go to fmworldcup.com and you can sign up there. There's events going on next year. There'll be college level events. If you're not in college anymore, there's events for everyone. It's not just limited to college students. Today we are watching the world's best college students solve some complex cases in the final round here, and we have 12 minutes left in this final round.
Yep, and
Forrest might be checking the clock there.
Yeah, and you can download these cases while we are live.
That's right.
Give them a shot yourself.
Yeah, go check that out. They're a lot of fun to tackle, and I recommend trying to time yourself too. See how far you can get in 30 minutes. That's typically what I do, and then I spend a lot more time really polishing them up. Yeah. Yeah, I have so much admiration for our competitors. It's just amazing what they can do in a short amount of time.
Wow.
And you'll also want to learn how to navigate 200 columns to the right and left. Yeah, that's a challenge as well. So navigation is key here. Save you a lot of time.
Oh.
All right, so this is not an easy one. David Brown, the case author, has definitely thrown a challenge here. Looks like Forrest might be going after some bonus points here, which might not be a bad strategy. Like you said before, it depends on how much time you spend on those. That's the challenge. Is how much time do you risk on bonus points?
Right. And we have under 11 minutes left, and the top score is 211 out of 1,000 possible.
That's right. Yep.
Without the bonus.
Without the bonus, another 250 bonus points. So bonus points could potentially be a factor here with this low scoring match. 10 minutes to go. We've seen Gavin move up though. Gavin's at a second place now with 166. Let's move over to Gavin and see how he's doing. Yeah. Gavin's from Ohio State University. We saw Ohio State take home the win at the team challenge.
Right.
He's now representing his university in the individual challenge here. Got another monster count if formula, some logic here. Again, trying to count up.
Oh, now I saw
he's
it.
on
Absolute value function.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's on level 3. Again, level 3 is looking for who wins in the second set. So they have to have formulas to figure out who wins in the first set by 2 points and who wins in the second set by 2 points. So he's got a monster if statement. Try and figure out if it's Arizona or not Arizona. That's the A and the not A that he has there in the formula.
Notice he's got just a little piece of level 1 cleared and half of level 2.
Might be looking down to level 3 or level 4 to see if it's just different, but it might scare him away. Because level 4, for our viewers, level 4 is different. and it becomes a little bit more challenging because we have to look at the first 2 sets to 25 and then the third set to 15 points. And it wants to know how many total points Arizona scored over 3 sets. However, the match could end in the first 2 sets. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go all 3 sets. You have to figure that out as well in level 4. Yeah.
Less than 9 minutes left.
So our competitors are basically programming a scoring machine for volleyball is what they're doing now in Excel. So if you thought Excel was just for doing address lists or financial models, you can use it for just about anything, including figure out scores of volleyball games, basketball games, snowman, hangman, everything you could think of.
If you can model it, if you can think about it in data, you can model it in Excel.
Yeah, that's what I absolutely love about these cases is not just financial modeling, although that's great stuff too. I know these competitors are learning a lot today.
Stretching them.
Yeah, just great to see. So we still have no change. Oh, yes, we do have change. Andrew has moved up into 2nd place now with 176 points. We have Gavin and then Forrest. Esok's out in the lead with 211. So let's take a look and see how Andrew's doing.
Well, we've got less than 8 minutes left.
Yeah. Andrew definitely has a different approach here, more of a vertical approach to his modeling, which I like. I think it's an easier way to scroll vertically in Excel, obviously.
I'd agree with that.
It's just then a matter of applying this to all of the different games, essentially, on these levels. So, yeah. And still doing all this on just one separate sheet, which is pretty impressive. But still just partially through level 2, and I think he is working on level 3. Yeah, this is a very challenging case.
Coming up on 7 minutes.
Yeah, 7 to go.
Yeah. Ruling.
Let's check out Forrest. Make sure he doesn't have any.
Right.
Make sure he's not completed the whole thing. Putting on a show again. Yeah, he's still partially through level 1, and looks like he's looking at level 2 now. So he's trying to figure out level 2. Again, not easy. Trying to just figure out who gets to win first by 2. That by 2 points can throw you off because you got to figure out the difference throughout this. You have to have a cumulative total and figure out the difference between those 2 scores to make sure it's over 2. First 2. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Not.
This, when you think about bonus points.
Yeah. I think it's not a bad strategy. The bonus points, if our players know the score and the total score, then bonus points could factor into this. Even if bonus questions, we have 50 points for the first one, and then 70, and then 130. So that could definitely change. We saw Esok's now at 331.
Yeah.
So let's jump over and see where he scored.
Wow. Was hungover, but he's got it together.
Yeah, he's partially through level 3.
Yeah.
And scored some points there.
Point. Yeah. 5.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Might have been worth his while to come all the way over.
Yeah.
Take that money all the way back. What the tax rate is in Singapore? I don't know. Wow. Let's see.
Probably, yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah, here we go. 5 minutes left.
All right. Let's see.
So we have, looks like he might be looking at the bonus points again, too. So with the bonus points are, the first one is which team, excluding Arizona, shows up the most often across all the data, excluding the example. So all those different university abbreviations there, you want to figure out who shows up the most often. And that looks like what he's might be going for now. But it is across all the data. So you have to get that across all 5 levels.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's either a monster formula or you take a different approach with the data sets to get them all lined up. Yeah, and then the bonus number 2 is definitely more challenging. How many more rallies on average are played in a set in side-out scoring versus rally scoring? So until you really solve the entire case, you're probably not going to look at bonus 2.
Right.
That's a way harder challenge. And then bonus 3 is just about level 4, which team besides Arizona scores the most points. So in that one, to me, is a little more approachable, especially with the time limit now. We only have under 4 minutes to go. Yeah, pressure's on.
It's like he's smiling.
Yeah,
he's smiling. Okay,
smiling. Let's see how Gavin's doing.
Yes.
Gavin's in second place.
Right. Let's see.
But Gavin is working. He's moved down to level 4. Interestingly enough, if he can solve it, level 4 is worth more points. It's worth 240 points, where level 3 is only worth 200. So, well, he might be back up to level 3 now. Not sure what he's looking at here, but yeah, he's really trying to think.
Let's see. Oh,
again, with the time pressure, this becomes tough. Yeah. And Gavin does have one bonus question. He's the first bonus question, so that's where he got his additional 50 points and some partials there for levels 1 and 2. So if he can get level 3, he will take the lead. With just under 3 minutes to go. Again, we're here at the Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge. Final round here of our top 4 competitors. Top competitor is going to take home $10,000. Not a bad day of Excel here at the University of Arizona.
In Tucson.
Yeah.
That's right.
Beautiful Tucson. Beautiful campus here. 2.5 minutes left. Let's see what he can do. Under 65. That's interesting.
381 for get sock. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's check out Forrest. Make sure he's not have any points. And he's gonna paste in at the last second.
Right.
He's working on. Looks like he's working on the bonus too. And the bonus is still available because the top for the first two. Oh, looks like Isak got another bonus question, and then the first 2 competitors to get the bonus questions get the points for those. Right. Yeah.
Forrest. On.
So
let's see.
So Isak got the bonus. Gavin got bonus. So it actually. With 1:30 to go, this is going to be down to the wire. We can see between Gavin and Forrest, only 9 points. I'm sorry, 11 points separating them. And it's going to be very close.
Let's see.
Yeah. And second place is still taking home $5,000. So it's battle all the way to the end here.
That's money too.
Yeah.
$5,000.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
60 seconds. Here we go.
So let's see. Gavin, Forrest.
Yeah. Let's see how they're doing. Can we get a few points?
Less than a minute. All right.
Forrest is
Gavin
still
is looking
He's
behind
looking
his
behind.
back.
He's checking that's Forrest checking time maybe.
Oh, and there's Lawrence Lau.
Yeah. Gavin just
right.
ahead of him.
What is he looking at? That's what I wonder.
Might be looking at the clock. Yeah.
Oh,
it's going to be so close. Andrew, let's just quickly switch to Andrew to make sure he doesn't have any points that are just going to be tallied up here, because you can score a lot of points in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
It looks like he's looking at the scoreboard. 15 seconds to post something. Man, he's probably so close. With 10 seconds left.
On.
How are we doing?
5.
2,
and
1.
That's it.
Oh,
okay. All right.
for doing bonuses. But for the finals, I didn't have time to do level 4, so I just might as well do the bonus.
Awesome. And any messages for your friends and family watching back home?
Thanks, guys. It is like 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. Thanks for waking up at 6:45 to catch me. For those who aren't watching on live, you can watch the recording, I guess. Thanks.
All right. Thanks so much, Isaac, and congratulations. Thank you so much. All right. Back to you guys.
Wow. Great to hear from Isaac Lee. I was pronouncing it wrong the whole time, but he showed us.
Gavin, welcome. You must be feeling pretty good here. Second place after a long, hard day. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. Happy about my guys in IBE. Also getting first place in the team. Can't complain about a second place finish. Struggle at the end there, but yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, Ohio State really dominated today. You guys won the team challenge, of course. You came in second place here. What is Ohio State's secret?
Yeah, I mean, we're all a part of the integrated business and engineering program. It's a program at Ohio State, super unique. We study both business and engineering. So thank you to Christina Kennedy and the rest of the team at IBE. We would not be this successful without them.
And I've got to ask, you just won quite a bit of money. What is your plan for the prize?
I'm going to follow my Buckeyes to the national championship in LA. Going to book a flight and buy a ticket with the money. So go Bucks. CJ Stroud, you got it.
All right, awesome. Congratulations. All right, Forrest, congratulations. So third place after an amazing first round in the finals. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. I was a little bit anxious in the final round just because I found it pretty difficult. So, but yeah, I guess glad it's over.
It definitely was a challenging case, especially compared to the first one. Can we talk about your strategy of waiting to fill your answers in until sort of toward the end? Was there any deliberate reasoning or strategy behind that?
It was part that I didn't know that you had to input on another page. And then once I found out, I thought that maybe I could just, do it as a surprise. I didn't know that there was a lag in between your scores. So it kind of caught me at the end because I didn't know what I got wrong. But then I think Lawrence told me that there was another way that you could figure out which one you got wrong. So yeah, it wasn't a deliberate strategy or anything. Yeah.
Well, yeah, over 2,800 people competing. You end up third place overall. You must be pretty happy. What is your plan for your prize money?
I haven't really thought about that, so I don't know yet. I really don't know.
And any message for your friends and family watching back home?
Thank you for supporting me. I will probably spend some of it on you. So.
That's awesome. Congrats, Forrest. Really good job. All right, and now back to you in the booth, John and Oz.
All right, great to hear from our final competitors there, our top three. They're going to be traveling the world, supporting their team, supporting their families. So really cool to see what they're doing with that prize money. An unbelievable day of competition here at the Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable in so many ways. Just the magnitude of it, the countries represented, the team competition, individual, the production, it's just been great.
Yeah, it's been amazing. And a big thanks to all of the sponsors, to the University of Arizona for hosting this and their cool esports arena. We look forward to doing this again in the future. Again, if you want to participate in this, you absolutely can. Go to fmworldcup.com, get signed up there, download these challenges, take them on. They're a lot of fun to do, and we love to see you here in the future. Right.
In the future. All right.
So thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We had a lot of thrills, chills, and excitement. More is on the way.
That's right. Happy holidays.